previous video, Waptek exposes Logan Runnin. Please ignore the gigantic dragon and the balding wizard on the right. Next. This is actually the screenshot from the original video. I'm not going to post the original data because it contains personally identifiable data. And this is literally what was on the screen that I was reading from. Lots of not applicable where it doesn't belong. And I redacted a few things, but it was supposed to be a criminal traffic offense of assaulting someone done by a strawberry blonde, blue-eyed, 47-year-old white male of some species that can be anywhere from 2 to 20 feet tall. I guess he picked up a Hugo and hit somebody with it. And this was handled in a Fort Worth County Criminal Court, number 5. And it was a no contest on an assault case involving traffic. Okay. And of course, it's not applicable, no data, no details. And it happened in Texas. So basically, shape-shifting, flaming Texan, 20 feet tall, hit somebody with a car, but no details are needed. I would love to read that report. But anyway, if anybody's curious, this is faked. Okay, it comes from a website that defames people, including me, and that's not the point. I mean, I'm not the point here. I'm not the center of attention. So anyway, let's go on to the next one. This is the screenshot information from the website. This is the next corroborating data. And yes, I've removed names and aliases. It didn't find any aliases. It has email addresses at Yahoo and Hotmail, but it doesn't have Gmail, which is mandatory if you can have most YouTube channels at one time. Okay. And again, it says misdemeanor Class A, assault on a family member, apparently hitting somebody with a Ford F-150 or something. Class A misdemeanor, but everything's NA. And you'll also notice the screenshots are from a video that was 4 minutes and 16 seconds long, where someone used a video filter to cover up the data for some reason, and sticking an overlay of stuff apparently from some chat room somewhere, or from some website. This is called teasing the viewer so that they will become intrigued, but they don't get any real information out of it. It's sort of like really crappy viewing angles on ABC television, something I scream about. Why are you leaving out data? And again, I want to point out something. Everything I looked up that was supposed to be associated with this person from this and the other information that was posted on the website that's supposed to be outing somebody and they're not defaming anybody, leads only to, and yes, this is what I could find using that data, and I can't even prove that it was Logan Runnin, only showed that a person was accused of driving a car with no seatbelt and not having proper proof of insurance, both of which were thrown out due to the police officer either not showing up or the judge realizing he could prove that he had insurance. That's it, and I don't even know if this is the same person. Okay? But Honolulu, Waka Paka Haka Hana, Hawaii, and Fort Worth. Okay. And it couldn't possibly be someone with phony this. Now, I want everybody to pay attention to the bottom of the page where it says, refine your search. That actually was a clue to where this information may have come from. So let's go looking. On the website that's defaming me and a bunch of other people, it also defends Scott Cohn and saying everybody's defaming him. The trouble with this is this screenshot is of a page that shows that we didn't defame Scott Cohn. We published his openly published rap sheet on mugshots.com. Now, the reason this person may not like mugshots.com is it gives very specific details that you can refute or agree with. But it gives specific details instead of generalized, glittering generalities, vague assertions, and more importantly, truly defaming data. Now, someone's defending Scott Cohn and saying someone's being defamed, and then at the same time defaming someone by posting effectively faked data lookup sites and not using mugshots.com that provided proof that, again, it was a seatbelt and a lack of paperwork that got somebody in trouble in 2000 and 2001. Okay, and I don't even prove it's the same person because there's no mugshot. Now, this one has a mugshot, and it shows clearly that it's Scott. Okay? I'm not trying to beat up on Scott here, but claiming that Scott didn't do nothing is BS while you're defaming people. Next, the defamer's website has a broken security system on it, So when you visit it, it can be used in cross-site scripting to attack your computer, steal your passwords. The site's also claimed everybody else is doing that, including me, and apparently I've hacked PayPal and I've hacked, for some reason, eBay. I also should mention the website's asking for donations. Yeah, so now let's review. Someone claiming everybody else is defaming Scott Cohn while overtly defaming pretty much everybody who's doing that. And then the site also has security problems that could be used to access whatever passwords you have or whatever, because if you agree to this by saying advanced and allowing the site to work as HTTPS, you've given the website elevated privileges to your browser. So what you do, if you see this message, ignore what it says, go up to the top and say HTTP instead of HTTPS, and this message goes away. You just don't have a secure connection, but it won't grant access to your hard drive. Silly thoughts. Now I'm going to point out what was actually found. Here we go. Previously on Waptek exposes Logan Runnin, Texas, mobile phone numbers, etc. All information was fed in again. It's a goose chase. Open Public Records, which is the website that is being screenshotted by the defaming website to show proof that there was an assault charge somewhere with everything not applicable. That's as best as I can. It doesn't even really look at it, but I'm going to guess that's it. It's the only one that I could find that I could corroborate. Found 20 results in the United States total for the Logan Runnin's data. After 5 minutes of fake progress bars and doing everything else to make me think I don't want to give you any kind of time here. Only one of the results was in Texas, and it might match, but you'd have to pay $10 for 1 month's access. Versus mugshots.com and a bunch of other sites that let you link to stuff and archive it that show, again, a seatbelt issue and a lack of paperwork. Your papers are invalid. Your papers are never good in Soviet America. Okay, so I tried another one, beenverified. It found 6 results in the United States, but none of them matched Logan Runnin in any way, shape, or form, and 3 of them said he was a woman. Next, spokeo or Spooks R Us found 9 or 6 results depending on what I tried. That's the best I could do in the U.S. 3 of them might match, but you have to pay $1 each. So instead of doing that, I typed in my information and also other versions of me on the net that I've been accused of being, because why not look up what other people are saying? And I found 117 Wapteks at minimum in Oregon. 117 hits, okay? All right? They only found 9 or 6 hits for the Logan Runnin somewhere, and 3 might match in that. Well, let's see if we get our money's worth. Anyway, it said, one of them said that I'm a male, age 49, and I'm located in Eastern Oregon and Portland, but I don't have any relatives and no current address or data, but it did list an address. Whether it's accurate or not is not relevant. Let's see what happens when I look up the address, because it had an apartment number. Yes, it listed the physical location in GPS. Okay? Well, the other one said I'm 63 years old and I was located in Oregon, Portland only. Okay, that's a little weird. It also said I had relatives finally. Okay, this one actually brings it up, but it brings up Winifred, Sean, Harold, Philip, and Gordon at the same address, in the same room, occupying a room that's 10 foot by 12 feet when I looked it up. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you the boneheaded part about this in a minute, but I want you to remember that last name, Gordon. Gordon. I'm 63 and someone named Gordon's in the apartment. Okay, here we go. What do you get for your $1 you spend or whatever? Okay, here we go. You get a report that includes available information from 9,000 matches for Waptek in the United States with the wrong current address, but only one of them points to that apartment. So you can pay a special price of like 95 cents or $1. Okay? The full results include a phone number. It had the wrong phone number. Mailing address, an email address. It had wrong email addresses. Family members. It had, of course, the wrong family members, or none. Location history. It only listed wrong addresses again. Marital status. That got wrong too. Court records. Every one of those pages that says you can get 10 plus found court records, always, on everybody? Really? it didn't find any of them, and I do actually have court records that specify that I filed a piece of paperwork for running a business, I filed a piece of paperwork for getting a divorce, and a few other things. I've also technically got I'm less of a Boy Scout than Logan Runnin. I ran a stop sign on a bicycle in a gale force wind in eastern Oregon because it was raining for the first time in years. Yeah, that's actually me. It didn't find me. It found someone else. Now remember, Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, in full screen and color, three-dimensional, these are the results you find when you use these services. That is Gordon Shumway. That is the actual name for the character Alf, and yes, that's a damn Muppet. Years and years ago, someone falsified my information by getting a hold of my mail because it was officially and literally listed as being from the Social Security Administration. Falsified my information and rented a car, specifically a Ford Explorer, white, in Las Vegas, drove it out in the desert and lit the damn thing on fire. So I got the bill. And when I asked them, could you please look up the name you just said is associated, because the name wasn't even my name, it was just Gordon Shumway. The lady on the phone said, why am I seeing a Muppet? And I said, because someone lied to you, and if you bring this up again, I'm actually going to make you guys show up in court, and I'm going to subpoena, I think it's ABC or NBC, to give me a full, actual, honest-to-goodness profile on Gordon Shumway, the Muppet, that you guys think owes you money. Needless to say, I didn't get called again about that from that company. Other companies called up, but I love it. Everyone said, I'm supposed to ask you about a Muppet? And I tell them what to type in, and they're like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, no. Someone faked my identity, didn't even use my name, and put in my name as Gordon Shumway. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the criminal record mugshot for Waptek. I might even use it for my icon for a few days if you all vote up. No, I won't. Anyway, now I'm going to repeat this. The other match through Spokeo that wants to charge me $1 showed not information for somebody who owes money, but a Muppet. Okay? Please don't give these idiots your money. Even mugshots.com, which is eminently screwed up most of the time, at least got the information kind of close. And by the way, it doesn't find me, even though technically I do have a record of running a stop sign. I technically have a mugshot somewhere, kinda, and not really, but you know. And apparently, one of them would rather tell you all about the Muppet in front of you. Now I'm going to show you another Muppet. Guess who this is? I bet you can't guess. You're going to guess it wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the face of Logan Runnin. That's right, the most commonly occurring image, if I look up the right information for pictures, is a guy with a YouTube, no YouTube account, some image source. He's a model, and apparently he's in Texas, and he has the same data match as, yes, this is the guy apparently on the records who's claiming to be 47 or something. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube's one hell of a drug. Look what happened to Logan Runnin compared to what he looked like, and look what happened to me. Man, I had good-looking hair. Chicks dig it. Okay, anyway, let's get to the point. This information was bollocks. This information is redacted bollocks so that we can't check it. The stuff below actually pointed to a website that won't give you information but always says you have criminal records. And it came from a guy who says that looking up actual records and actual rap sheets for people is defamation, but posting BS like you just saw isn't. And as a website that may, for all I know, be tunneling into your computer. I'm pretty sure this is just a mistake on his part. I'm pretty sure he's not actually breaking into your computer. But the fact that the website does this when it's trivial to fix it, that says something about his ability to keep a site up and going. Next thing is, apparently, according to one of the websites the guy's relying on, I'm a Muppet. And I'm hot looking, and apparently Logan Runnin was a model that you'd all be chasing down the street. Look at that hot bitch. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that, and don't take any wood in reality.